Do you think like boxing, or let's just say these combat sports in general? Do you like it when it's purely based on skill, and it's like you're seeing a great fighter versus a great fighter, or do you like when it's story driven?
Ooh. Honestly, I like both, but if I had to choose, I would go with the skill thing. Just because when you're watching the fight, all you really care about is like, damn, who's gonna knock that? Who's gonna throw like that crazy technical punch or whatever, just to get that hit. So yeah, I would say if I had to choose, the technical.
So that's for you personally. Now, what do you think the general public cares about?
The casuals, they care about the story because that's all they have. They have like that one story, and whoever they like better, and that's what they're going for.
Right, and for years, boxing has done this so well, which UFC is just now picking up on.
Mm-hmm.
What they've done is they market racism. It's what they do, but no one really realizes it because at the end of the day, it's combat. So it's like, well, if he says some slick shit, you can face him in the ring when it's time and fuck him up for it or whatever, right? So they don't. It's like no one catches it, but they've been marketing blacks and Latinos against each other forever.
Of course,
they've been marketing Cubans and Puerto Ricans against each other forever. They've been marketing fucking Irish and the English against each other forever. Like it's all based off of like racism. Like every good fight that you've like thought about, good fight series or whatever, it was all based off of racism. Fucking Leonard Duran, fucking Ali Frazier, racism. Like even it was two niggas, but Ali was calling him Frazier and Uncle Tom. Like you know what I mean? Like fucking some other shit. Tyson Lewis, all about Mike Tyson being like, nigga, you a phony, you a proper nigga, you ain't a real nigga. And Lennox Lewis being like, bloody fuck you up, like, and he did. Like and like I can go on and on and on. And like it was based off of just like. There's like few like really great fights that didn't have the storyline of some sort of like they would call it disrespect, but it was really just racial shit, right? Yeah. Like Hagler Hearns was like fucking just pure like I think I could fuck you up. I think I could fuck you up. Let's go at it then. Like that's what I'm talking about when it's like this is purely skill based or whatever, but everything like every great fight series you can think of fucking was just based off of like racial shit. You know, like and I feel like boxing has marketed it that way so well that when UFC came about, they never took the blueprint because they were always trying to build up to get to boxing's level. Yeah. So when they got to the point where they were actually prominent, they then started to take the blueprint of it, which you would have the fucking Brazilians versus the Americans, then fucking the English versus the Irish, and then it's the same exact fucking formula.
Do you think it wouldn't be as popular if it wasn't for racism?
Honestly, no.
So you think it would have died out?
I think it would have died out by now. But because it's just like, to me, it's just like soccer. Because the thing that I think drives soccer is it's not like a team versus a team. It's a country versus a country. Like when you see these fucking stadiums, niggas is brawling in the fucking crowd. Like they ain't looking at this like this is a game. Like nah, this is like I don't fuck with them over there. I'm gonna prove it today. Niggas is getting into fights. They have all kind of chants already like ready for shit and everything like that. And it's the same like that's to me that's why soccer is the most fucking popular sport in the world because it has nothing to do with like everyone plays and everything like that. I'm like of course for most countries when they got established and they started to like reach some level of financial stability, then they got basketball and everything else.
Yeah, you get the entertainment.
Yeah, you get the entertainment aspect of it. Soccer still thrives today purely because it's country based. It has nothing to do with the teams. Like you don't give a fuck about no one gives a fuck about the MLS in America.
Hell no.
No one cares.
Not until the World Cup comes.
When the World Cup comes, shit is live, right? Because it's like, fucking these teams, like, come on, man. Like, it's all based off racism. Yeah. Like,
I've heard this one. Someone told this story about, I think it was England versus Germany. Mm-hmm. And England had this chant where it was going like, stand up if you won the war. And they would all just stand up. Just leaving Germany just in there.
Come on, man. It's all just... Yeah. It's all based off shit
history,
like that.
just like deep history, especially overseas.
Yeah, so that's what makes it great. So then, when it comes to like actual, and of course, we're boxing fans, so we're gonna look at it like we would want it to stay just for the skill aspect of it.
Yeah,
but
I never go for the race thing of like,
right, me either.
like, oh, because the boxer's Mexican, I gotta go for the Mexican. If not, you're a race trader and blah blah blah. Shut the fuck up with that shit. Casuals.
Are you getting into something? Are you triggered right now? Are you
I'm a little triggered? I'm a little triggered.
It's something.
I just hate it, man. It's just like
you don't like
fuck up, man. It's just like go for the better boxer.
But see, look what you just did right there. Like again, come on. How many times has Floyd fought? And that's the thing. Floyd made all his money honestly off the backs of Mexicans.
Well, yeah, because he would fight every single.
Because he would fight not even that. He would fight every single Mexican. Because he knew Mexicans care about boxing so much, they hate niggas. They will pay to see me get my ass kicked, even though I won't. And they will fucking come and buy tickets to watch because they're going to root on their dude, even though they know for a fact he can't beat me. Like, and that's what I'm talking about. It's all based off of racism. It's purely racism. And then even the funny part is even when someone like Floyd would fight like a fucking Maidana, who's I believe is from fucking Argentina. Like, you know what I mean? Like, not even fucking Mexican. Like, they would still go for it. Like, just like if you speak Spanish, my nigga, like we want you to win. Like,
it's just so annoying hearing that shit. It's just like it's like the saying like, oh, you're not black if you talk proper or you're smart.
Exactly.
It's the same shit. I'm just like, shut the fuck up with that fucking dumbass fucking shit.
Fucking
idiots.
Fucking when Broner fought I forgot.
He fought Maidana too, and
he lost. But it was he fought someone and he had beat him, and then he did his infamous fucking he's the can man. Anybody can get it. A fucking whatever, a Mexican and all this shit. And then the one fucking promo where he was like, after the fight, he was just like, I need to go back to so and so because I'm tired of eating fucking tacos and burritos and shit. And everything. It's like, it's racist. Like, it's purely racist, but he's gonna say it because it's gonna sell. It sells, yeah. Like, you're gonna want to see him get his ass kicked, and it's just like
it's the low hanging fruit, for real.
Super low hanging fruit. But that's the thing that I feel like that's made it great over the years because you have those things. So let's just say if they were to take let's just fuck boxing for a second.
Fuck boxing.
Wait, hold on.
Just for a second. Just for a second.
Do you think sports would be better if it was all country based?
Better, like in that sense of like more people rally behind it.
Right. Like, do you think people would watch? Because I'm also a huge baseball fan, baseball purist, right? Yeah. Do you think people would watch baseball more if they took away like teams and then just made like the best players in the world play for their country? And then you would watch that in a season. Then like the World Series,
same kind of way they do World Cup.
Same way, but it's like every year. Instead of fucking like, you know, every 4
years. Yeah,
it'd
be just as big as the World Cup then. Because soccer has different leagues of like just their country plays each other. And like you never hear about that shit. Like even here, I mean America, you definitely don't hear about that shit.
Right, it's very rare.
So yeah, I think it would if we all made every sport just nation based or country based. Then yeah, it'd be like everyone would be fucking behind it. We'd all be like cheering for the same team and all that crap, knowing every stat about every player and blah blah blah. So yeah, I think it would.
I feel like that's like the cool thing about
racism.
Racism sells, man.
Really binds us together.
It binds us together, and we have a common enemy: white people. But